Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Coffee with Melissa. I'm your host, Melissa. Cheers. So, this morning's Monday Morning Coffee video is, of course, sponsored by Honeybee Wellness's one-on-one health coaching program. I recently had an opportunity to be coached by a variety of different health coaching professionals, some of my peers who have gone through the same health coaching program I did. And I gotta say, it was so refreshing to be coached by someone and having someone guide me through the process of creating better sustainable lifestyle habits for myself that work well with me. And I thought, wow, this is really cool. Like, I really understand more of what the feedback that my clients tell me. One of the number one pieces of feedback I've been getting in recent months from my clients is that this is really helpful to talk this out with you. So what we do, what does one-on-one coaching look like? One-on-one coaching, my program is a 12-week program, and so we'll meet once a week for 60 minutes over Zoom, and I will guide you through a process to where you can choose which sustainable lifestyle habits you want to create, which habits you want to eliminate that are no longer serving you, no longer aligned with your values and your core beliefs, and help you create sustainable ones for yourself. And it's kind of like one big experiment. You know, you'll try something and we'll talk about how it worked, and if it didn't work out well, I'll help you brainstorm ideas on how to tweak it a little bit. But ultimately, you and I meet for 12 coaching sessions, and you choose the habits that you want to implement. You choose your goals, the frequency, accountability. It's all up to you. You are the expert in your own life. So alongside those 12 one-on-one 60-minute coaching sessions over Zoom, you'll also receive complimentary access to my online wellness abundance program. This is going to walk you through some education on sleep, nutrition, exercise, finding your tribe, getting adequate sunshine, etc. All these ideas for creating healthy lifestyle habits to help you live the abundant life that you want to live. So that's the education part of it, and you choose to do what you wish with that. You take whatever little tidbits and implement them into your life, whatever works best for you, whatever aligns with your values and your core beliefs. So I'm even more excited about health coaching now that I've really had some health coaching myself recently. I've had health coaching before, but just having it recently is just like, it's so refreshing. So I'm super excited about my one-on-one program. So if you're interested in learning more, simply email me, melissa@honeybee.kitchen. You could also go to my website, melissaking.net, and under the coaching options on the toolbar, just click on that, and there will be a link to where you could schedule a free discovery call with me. And yeah, I'm super excited to hear from you. Okay, so this morning begins a brand new Monday Morning Coffee series. Ooh, I've been so excited about this series for like a month now, and I've developed it, and I'm just so excited. So we watched Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, like, I don't know, a month or so ago. Tom Hanks is my all-time favorite actor. So, of course, the movie was on sale on iTunes, so I just bought it before even seeing it. I knew I was going to love it because, number one, it's Tom Hanks, and number two, Mr. Rogers, hello. But if you have not seen it, I highly recommend it if you're a Tom Hanks fan and or a Mr. Rogers fan. I really feel like you will get a lot out of it and you will enjoy it. So it's interesting too, without giving too much away in the movie right at this point. There might be spoilers throughout the next 5-6 weeks, but it's not so much about him, but as it's more about the journalist that interviews him for a piece in a magazine. And it's more about his journey, but how Fred Rogers influenced him and his life. So I just want to share the next, this whole series, I'm not quite sure how long it's going to be because there's so many great things, so much great material from this movie and just Mr. Rogers in general. But this morning I just wanted to share a little bit about, so Mr. Rogers, he's a very real and humble person. He's genuine, he's authentic. When you're talking to him, he truly makes you feel like you're the only person in the room. Now, I obviously have never personally experienced this, but you could just tell. You could tell by the way he is on his show, Mr. Rogers, and just in this movie, how Tom Hanks portrays him. And you could see in interviews, that he did in the media, like he's just amazing. Like he just makes you feel like you are literally the only person in the room. He just makes you feel like the most important person in the world. So he really finds a way to tell the truth in an empathetic way to kids. And that was his goal, with his show. So one of the scenes, he's trying to put up a tent. This is in the movie, but it's also, they're filming a scene for his show. So he's trying to put up this tent and he cannot figure out how to do it. And the guy who is interviewing him, the journalist, he's there, he's behind the scenes watching them film this, and he's asked Fred, like, why didn't you ask for help to set up that tent? And Mr. Rogers' response was, when adults make plans, children need to know that they don't always work out. And that really, really stood out to me because I see this a lot in my health coaching, with my health coaching clients, especially my clients who have challenges with anxiety. Because when you're anxious, when you have anxiety a lot, you want to control everything. And when things don't work out, it's not good. That's when anxiety really kind of creeps up. And, and I was taught that as a kid. Like my parents told me not everything works out, and my mom always said happiness is a choice regardless of what's happening in your life. However, I feel like it doesn't get ingrained as much, as often, So I feel like Mr. Rogers' lesson of the tent, and he was just like, oh well, whatever. But then I'll go more into in a later Monday Morning Coffee episode about how he deals with his anger and frustration and his emotions. But I love that he wants to send the message to kids that not everything works out, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And and the reason why I bring this up in a Monday Morning Coffee video is because, number one, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, it's very, very common for people with anxiety to get so frustrated when things don't work out because we want to have so much control, especially when it comes to weight loss or healthy lifestyle challenges, health, like creating these sustainable healthy lifestyle habits. It doesn't always work out your plan A. That's why I'm here as your health coach to help you kind of regroup, step back and see what worked and what didn't work and what needs to be changed, what can be adjusted a little bit. And sometimes it's just making minor adjustments. And I gotta say, going through being a client in the health coaching process the last 12 weeks has been incredibly powerful to me because that's the exact same thing I've done. In the beginning, I basically talked about this one challenge I've been having recently for the last year that I've been wanting to figure out, wanting to solve. And each coaching session, the first coaching session, it was like, all right, I'm going to try this. and then try that for a week. Next coaching session, okay, well, I tried this and it worked out well. However, and just so on. You just find a process. And then eventually, once you just keep doing it and just keep trying and putting your best foot forward and really focusing on not getting discouraged and really focusing on finding a solution and being okay with things not working out when they don't work out, and then just moving on. And I gotta say, I feel so much better. I really truly feel like my health challenge that I've been having the last year is starting to be resolved. Slowly but surely, but I'm doing things every single day to make it happen. So it's about enjoying the process. I mentioned this last week or the week before in my newsletter. You gotta enjoy the process. Don't focus on the end goal so much. Focus on the process. It's the process, it's the little baby steps, the daily action items that get you to your goal. And even then, you may not achieve your goal. So like Mr. Rogers said, things don't always work out, and that's okay. Okay, so I'm super excited for the rest of the Mr. Rogers Monday Morning Coffee video series. There may or may not be some written articles as well. Feel free to share these with anyone who you know is a Mr. Rogers fan. And if you haven't seen the movie, I encourage you to go check it out. All right, so remember, reach out to me at melissa@honeybee.kitchen to set up a free discovery call to see if health coaching is right for you. And subscribe to my YouTube channel below. Don't forget to do that. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.